His first poem came from flipping between radio stations. And now, a word for your atmosphere. Set the conductor up the hoop of funk, over whose ground, to whose let me start that again. Set the conductor up the hoop of funk, whose ground, to whose air of carnality. You call this meat rare? My third leg, 100 decibel bass, like manhole covers with great moves and knees flexing too fast to count. We pump, we hump, we leave the ground and come back tomorrow. Yo means me, that shadow with the car in his chest. American steel, clutchless shifting for efficiency, shiftlessly clutching to no one knot in my mirror at night. Background, rear view, coming up from the inside, knuckle, curve, spit, centrifugal curling, like Bach on methadone, playing sonic scattergun. Each bird shot a chord, stairway to some feathery oven we rise in, east out of. Party like an osprey with how many brain-damaged sparrows inside. Yeah, they sing and fly, even in their sleep. They never sleep. The sun never goes down. Beauty going down where? State of a fine time. Won't ever wash this out. Moon cyst, digital paralysis with the numbers swimming like tiny fingers, separate as fish. Surging trout, salmon smelling heat. Thumb sturgeon waiting to pounce and hold down. Never let them up for air. Air not meant to recycle. Air on a mission. Don't trust it. Air do anything for lungs of its own. To play the flute with no slobbering lips and spasming lungs to run sour. All across town, air escapes from tires, balls, and various prisons. Liberating the vacuums of light bulbs and thermoses, turning up the pressure, taking names and teaching the new rules. Listen to this, sucker, or next time you try breathing, nothing's going down. If Jimmy hadn't died young. In this world, Jimi Hendrix didn't die at 27. But kept advancing his prowess on the guitar, playing two at once, multiple strings. Like Chaplin, he could do anything he did backwards as well, and sometimes would start a song in the middle and go 4 or 6 different ways from there, inspiring himself and listeners in shifting laminae of sound. At a show in Philly, most of the audience blocked out. Several suffered stroke-like symptoms. 2 disappeared. With a lawsuit followed by a victim, the government seized Jimmy's guitar. The Pentagon volunteering to study the evidence. More guitars were built. More people plugged into Hendrix and played guitar several hours a day. No one knew if Jimmy was in jail, hiding, or if his playing had opened new dimensions of vibratory time. Are we still in the same world we started on? What chords could I make with 9 strings and 6 fingers? Reports of others disappearing while Hendrix played with the feds suppressing the evidence. On March 1st, a 10-meter tall, transparent creature emitting guitar-like sounds shattered a 2-kilometer stretch of the Great Wall of China, then vanished in a rancid fog. In paranoid anticipation, guitarists clear music shells of strings. The sun rises with ear-splitting feedback, surrendering to an arpeggio of random vertebrae. Nerve triggers ranging from St. Vitus to waltz, many unable to drive because their feet wouldn't hold still. Radios were ignored. No earbuds could keep out the panoply of music. Bodies finding new limbs. My feet trading mycorrhizally while my suddenly tendrilled hair embraces the pollen-filled sky. Billions of microscopic notes ready to bloom into life-expanding solos. Some neighborhoods so thick with music, you need neither amplifier or guitar. You and the air, collaborating sonatas to take us where we never could be. As you all know, inspirations can come from everywhere. The title of this came from an inspirational poster. Dancing like nobody's watching in a constant surveillance world. When all the music's made us deaf, all the dancing and runnings put us on wheels, I feel the bass I can't see or hear. My bones metallicized by rust-belt childhood. Bridge cable, piano, needs at least 12 miles an hour wind to start a rhythm. How many gulls and crows, the black and white keys, chords of brown sparrows, yellow finches and cardinals, no blender can dissolve. The sun's shining, but I can't afford my subscription, my description. The faucet runs 2 random hours a day with a row of paint chips adjacent to tell me how much I can drink without a rupture. Walls devolving into glass-free windows and unframed doors. As if this patch of abdominal skin can go another day without watching. But when are safe warm hours to sit in the laundromat with exposed muscles and viscera while my skin goes through the gentle cycle? Most mom's old curlers rise above the city as cell towers, growing and dividing mitotic bubbles of unclaimed and rejected messages, rain like jellyfish. With so many offers, invitations, why do you never answer? That's not a light switch. This only looks like a handgun. Anything can be a lighter, a letter opener, salt and pepper shaker, responsible for 3 miracles and 10,000 lunches. When I stop looking at the clock in the sky, my skin breaks out in sunlight. If I don't like how the wind smells, 10 minutes later we'll bring a different food truck. All the cars replaced with teleporters, an old freeway, noise tracks, maintaining the no roar that prevents our imagination from flowing out of us so quickly our instrument could choose sides or at least be seriously bruised. We're home. We're hungry 3 ways. The extra bedroom's always busy, as if we live in a silo, a cornucopia where the inventory's in constant flux and filament. In this new green world where all the rainwater goes right to the brewery, I snap open a couple cans to hear, see, and smell the clouds releasing. Clouds looking for a good time, a time they're not subject to or object of. How could the ancients have described marvelous sunsets when they couldn't see blue and the air was pre-industrial? Some visual Roman turning mad as he saw the Appian Way become the Autobahn, a highway with no exits but plenty of tolls, toll drones scanning your credit line and gene spectrum. As if any scan could tell what I dance like, how high I can jump, how many genes established in the hanging gardens of my lungs, how the only reason my thumbs don't fly south is I need them as spoons. When the music embargoes the outside while focusing my body on the moment, partners in a ritual of earth drums, city bass, eyes flashing brass, finger reeds, heartstrings, off the charts and in the groove. I'll never do these moves again, but do I need to? When they cut the power, police the streets, sever my legs, pour recycled aluminum in my eyes, I'll dance even more vigorously, intently, unstoppably. No one will get near me. The music only gets louder. Thank you.